energy right there. I like that.
Right,
Ready?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Welcome to the Triple F podcast. Stop being fucking mean in the comments, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't like it. I have a fragile ego. Before we record every week, Josh and Matt have to talk me out of my mental illness.
Yeah, you
depression.
do need to just get
This
on.
is the second week that we've had to talk about Jeff's mental illness prior to recording.
Just get on antidepressants, man. It's
Comment
nice.
if you want us to talk about it on the podcast. Though.
Yeah, I'm open about it.
And let's have a
Listen, we like to poke fun at Josh's mental illness. We don't talk much about my addiction. You think that me and fucking Josh are the only ones with issues? No, Jeffy's got issues too, man.
Jeff's deep in it.
Yeah, you are a little deep sometimes, but it's okay.
It's all right, man. Everybody, dude. It's 2022. If you're not depressed, you're weird. That's what
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
I think it's
Hannah Montana.
Nice.
Is that what that is? Yeah,
I have
Yeah,
no
that's
idea.
Montana.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's also just that like internalized growing up in like the early 2000s where it's like feelings are for gays.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
admit
no.
you have those.
Yeah, I think we I think we kind of hit puberty or like manhood like around like 18, because you're 27, I'm 28, you're
31.
31. So we're all in that area where like we became adults like 18 to 20 in the phase where feelings were starting to become a thing that like it was like men can talk about it. And while those years are formative, they're not as formative as when you're a small boy
Mm-hmm.
and your coach is like, "Don't you fucking cry, or I'm going to put you on the girls' team."
Yeah.
That affects
Yeah.
you, dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you're being
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Okay, I'm not gonna
Dude,
cry."
I had my football coach literally tell me that.
yeah,
I got hit.
No, that was a
First of
direct
all,
quote.
Our free safety went D1. And I was believe it or not,
And he was 16.
I was a running back. Believe it or not. I was
That's
quick.
Awesome. I would love to see highlight videos of Jeffy D as a running
It'd
back.
I
just
was
be him
quick.
sitting on the bench. No.
No, I was very fast, and I could get past my guy almost every time because this is just like a pee-wee football league when I'm like 14,
Yeah.
and I could get past my guy every time, and our free safety just would fucking rock me. I mean, rock my shit. And I lost my breath once, and like he hit me perfect,
Ooh.
like pad to the stomach. Like speared me pad to the stomach, and I couldn't breathe, and my coach was like, run it again. And I just walked to the bench and sat down, and my coach was like, are you quitting on me, Dolezal? And I was like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And he was like, that's part of football. And then I started crying, and I was like, then I don't want to play football.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
played for another 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same thing, got the shit kicked out of me.
Yeah. I mean, I had a really, really bad temper when I was young. And I know you guys have seen
I
me.
can see it.
I know you
now,
guys
yeah.
can now. I've been getting angry lately more than I go in weird phases. A lot of it has to do with how I take care of myself, but like where I get more and more angry. But comedy has been pissing me the fuck off lately, which we already talked about off mic. But when I was a little kid, dude, I would fucking freak out, like anger to the point where I'm crying. You know what I'm talking about? Like I used to get technicals and kicked out of games and like.
Did you ever go full Hulk mode? Were you ever like...
One time I was coming down the court. I went for a layup. I got pushed in the back so much that I fell down to the ground. When I was falling to the ground, though, I fell over another kid. They called a charge. I was so fucking furious that I slammed the pad behind the thing they call a tech. I ran out to mid-court, and I jumped up, and I, like a gorilla, slammed both of my hands into the fucking court, like pissed, and then I got kicked out. I had to leave the fucking gymnasium.
They're like, he's gonna bite somebody.
Yeah,
Get him the fuck
yeah,
out of
it was
here.
bad. I had to go to fucking like counseling and shit for it, and they
Damn.
basically were just like, you know how to count to 10, right? Do that. Like that was it. Like
Count to 10 and catch
and I
your
don't
breath.
really get like that anymore. Like I definitely don't get like that. But
I used to get mad at same thing in comedy now. When you're booked on a show and there's a really bad comic who walks the crowd,
yes,
I would get really
Happened to me
mad
last weekend.
at like yeah, of course, but I would get mad at the bad kid on the team. I would
yes,
I would
Yeah,
get
yeah.
so like coaches would tell me to like stop because like it would be like we'd have 3 outs and then the kid with like the sports specs goggles would need to go hit. And on his way out of the dugout, I'd be like, get on fucking base. Like, don't stop sucking.
Yeah.
Our kid was named Bobby, who was just a real fucking turd out there. And I mean, he couldn't get a ground ball. He could, and it was just infuriating. I remember a lot of times just being like, why do your parents sign you up for this?
You know what really sucks is those are the kids who love to play too. They don't go.
Oh, he didn't want to be there.
Oh, really? Because
No.
all the shitty kids
His
that I
dad
used
was
to
like,
play
my
with,
son's a pussy. You need to play sports.
Right. Okay. So you can't do that anymore. You just have to let them do theater or whatever they want to do.
Dude, theater would be sick to get into. Imagine getting into theater when you're like 6, 7, and then by the time you're like 18, if you want to do stand-up, you'd be a fucking monster.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's funny. Like, we make fun of, like, improv comedy a
Yeah.
lot and stuff. But, like, everybody I know who did improv and was a theater
They're
kid that
great.
gets into stand-up is a murderer in 2 years. It's insane.
Because they don't have they've bombed in a worse way. Because telling jokes and not being funny and just being like up there and being like, you guys know what I'm talking about? That's bad. But being like, whoa, there's waves hitting my surfboard that's invisible. It's like, that's crazy.
And then
everybody's just staring at you, dude. That has to be, yeah. Yeah, dude, that has to suck way worse.
There is no worse feeling than doing an act out and it bombing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember one time at the Coop, it wasn't even that much of an act
You
out. It
sat
was a
down.
joke about like the Paralympics, and I sat down and acted like I was doing like a wheelchair motion, and it bombed, and I immediately, like, I think I audibly was like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like, it was it was the most unbearable fucking, like, our boy in Tampa fucking riding jet skis and shit on stage, and he's just bombing his dick off. It's crazy.
I remember.
Oh man, our boy in Tampa is a real.
It's so funny.
I mean, fuck him at this point. I don't care. I'm not gonna say his name, but
I don't mind talking about him though. It's hilarious.
He is
it's so funny.
Fucking tragedy. So this guy, I did a comedy competition where this guy entered. He lives in Tampa. This competition is in West Palm Beach. That's a 3.5 hour drive. The first round of this comedy competition is 3 minutes.
Which is not a lot. For
Yeah,
anybody who
no
doesn't
time.
know, 3 minutes is like nothing on stage. 5 minutes is
No.
like the bare minimum, and maybe some places
For the
do
most
4.
part, 5 is as less as, like, that's as small as you'll get. The first round was 3 minutes. This dude drove from Tampa and got bounced in not a single vote. Everybody, he drove 3 hours for an entire crowd of people to go drive home.
Yes.
And then on the way home, totaled his fucking car. And then the next time I saw him, Matt and I were doing a show.
But wait. The best part of him totaling his car is that he makes his living by delivering food.
Mm-hmm.
So
he
he drove a 6-hour round trip to do 3 minutes of comedy, bombed, got voted off, and then totaled his car, which is the only way that he makes income. Crazy. Tragedy.
He is a walking tragedy, and he's the sweetest guy in the world.
He's so nice. I mean, I hope he never sees this.
He won't.
He won't.
And if he does, this is your wake-up sign, man.
Yeah,
Quit.
Dude, yeah.
But he
go.
The next time we saw him, Matt and I did a show, and he did like a guest spot at the beginning. It was a show at a theater in a strip club.
Yeah.
It was on Father's Day, and he did about 8 minutes on his kids.
Dude.
Also bombing.
Go home and be with your kids.
Be a
dude.
father on Father's Day.
Father's Day. Drove, once again, 3 hours to bomb and talk about his kids to an audience at a strip club where my material was pussy. Being like, this place smells like pussy. Like, everyone's just making, haha, it's Father's Day. You know what's sadder than being at a strip club on Father's Day?
Being a father.
Being a father.
At a strip club on
And not
Father's
even
Day.
looking at titties. Going there to bomb at comedy.
Yeah, and it's the worst because the reason that he even got brought up is because he does insane act outs of him like riding a jet ski and he'll like beatbox into the microphone. He'll do like car mode.
Yeah,
and
he's like the guy from Police Academy.
It is. It's like the guy from Police Academy and like I can't even think of like a big act out comic.
His whole bit will be like, so I took my girlfriend to a resort and they had jet skis there. So I'm like, vroom, vroom, vroom. And then that's the whole bit, and everyone's just looking at him. He talks so fast that it's really hard to figure out what connects the act outs together. It's crazy. I like him. I like watching him.
He's a nice guy, and that's the most frustrating part.
He stayed the whole show, too. He went up first and then watched us. And
long
then
show,
afterwards
too.
came up to me and was like, that was great, man. That was, like, really funny. And I was like, go home, man.
Go home, dude.
Your
Your
set's
family-
over, dude.
Your family misses you.
Go to the
man.
host, get your $25, fill up that Miata, and get home,
Yeah.
dude. Come on.
Comedy's a tragedy.
It was
dude.
It really is.
when you did I remember the act out. I'm gonna dial back into when you did the wheelchair thing. I remember you came up to me afterwards and you're like, I'm never doing a fucking act out again. And I was like, you just. it wasn't even like a big one. It was like you went like, what does your arm?
Well, I'm just so
I know.
so used to
I
like
know.
not move. Like I don't really move much.
No, of course.
I just kind of like maybe a little bit. Like I move my arms around, but
Yeah,
like,
it was
I don't
just so-
do act outs. I've never had like an act. I have an act out in that joke I have about disabled people. When I do the,
Arm behind the back.
not even that. I do the like.
Oh, when you're
No,
not that
I
one.
don't, no, no.
That's your
I'm-
best bit. If
I'm
I'm
not.
honest. I like
no,
that
no,
bit.
No. I'll leave that shit for Mencia, dude. It's fine. No. When I do the Jeep part
Oh, with the.
and I sit
yeah.
down and I do I'm not gonna burn the bit. No, it's not that good. I don't even really do it. But that's like the only act out I have. It
Yeah, it
just
was just-
hurts. It's just soul crushing to put that much effort. Like, cause comedy is
There's no
something.
bailout to an act out.
No, there's
if a
no.
bit bombs, you can be like, all right, you guys hated that one. And people will be
Yeah.
like, all right, that's funny. But,
Yeah.
like, there's no, you can't fully commit.
Yeah, you can't just be like, but watch this, and then do a backflip or something.
That would be sick.
And they're like,
That would be
okay, you know
sick.
what? That when you pretended to ride a jet ski, we weren't impressed. That backflip was pretty tight, though, bud.
Dude, that would actually be
Dude,
funny
do
to
the
be
backflip
to do
comedy?
do an open mic, and every time a joke bombs, just do a backflip.
You just
That'd be
get caught
so
in the
sick.
fucking cord.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember. I think right now I've been doing one where I act like I'm punching, like I do a fucking tsa, and I make
Yeah.
a noise, and I go tsa, and it hits sometimes, and I'm at the point where it's like, the payoff of it possibly getting a laugh of me doing it is not
Yeah.
worth the inconsistent of me fake throwing a punch and making the tst noise.
I
do the-
think
I do the tst
I think
noise.
my most consistent act out is I threaten the crowd like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah,
bucket
yeah,
the
yeah.
crowd a lot.
Yeah, you
and
with
it
the
never
fucking-
works.
I did that.
It never works.
I did
but
that
I-
once. Like when I first started, I had a bit where I was like, I would never hit a woman. I would never do it. You shouldn't hit women. That's wrong and disgusting. But it is fun if she overcooks the dinner to be like, get the fuck.
Dude, that's hilarious. Keep doing that.
Dude,
that's
that's
so
actually
funny.
You could also do that and just look at a member in the crowd that's a female and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
You're like, "I would never do it."
I
And
would
then
never do it, but watch the fuck out,
get
bitch.
the
You better
fuck-
fucking laugh.
You better fucking.
Yeah, I threatened a lady on Sunday and it didn't go over that well. And then
Yeah.
I saved
You've
it.
been
It was
on a
okay.
string of threatening ladies.
No, what?
It's been a couple of it had 28 years
the lady
now
at,
of
the lady at propaganda.
I didn't threaten her. She was just a stupid cunt.
No, you did tell her to shove it up her cunt, which is the second time I've heard you
By
drop
the
my
way,
go-to.
very funny thing to say. I was
Shove
thinking
it up
about
your
it because
cunt?
you mentioned it last episode too, and it was
Yeah.
like, damn, I don't think I've heard. Is that a phrase or did you kind of coin that?
I don't know if that I coined it. I can't imagine
It's
that
not
I'm
a
the
common
first
phrase,
person.
but I've heard
But
it
it's
before.
not
I've never
common.
heard-
But I tell you what, when I said it the first time,
You know what? It's yours. Make T-shirts.
Okay, perfect.
Shove it up your cunt.
when
Available
I-
on
yeah,
triplef.com.
Matt
That's your
Ross,
get her done.
Shove it up your.
And I told her.
Yeah, I told her. Yeah. Now the first time
And then I
said
said too many things. Anyway,
Yeah.
shove it up your
Shove
cunt.
Shove it up your cunt.
the first time I said it was to Gio at Patank, and it wasn't. You know when you say something and you're like, I know I've heard this somewhere else. You know, you're like it's not that you're like, oh, I'm stealing it, but you're just like, I've heard this. It wasn't. It just came out. I was just so angry,
Dude, I had a moment. This is more comedy talk, but I was on stage and some girl in the crowd had big tits, and Phil was like filling up and was like, I'm gonna rub lotion on him or something, and it bombed. And so then I went
Yeah,
up.
don't sexually assault
Yeah,
the
that
crowd.
was crazy. And then, but then I went up and I said something. I was like trying to talk. I stumbled on something because it was a new joke, and then I was like, I'm sorry, your tits were distracting me, and that bombed. And then I was like, I said, hey, you brought them, and then I was like, oh, that's a Mark Norman joke. God damn it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I said it, and I didn't even
no wonder
realize
I laughed.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's funny.
It got a big pop, and I was like, yeah. And then I was at like 10 seconds later, I was like, that was Mark Norman.
I
just
did
took the
that
joke.
when I was
did a joke.
hosting for JR, however long, a couple weeks ago. There was a lady up front with the biggest tits I've ever seen. I mean, they were huge. They were freak cartoonish, as Jeff likes to call them. And I was doing crowd work with them, and eventually I mentioned it. And I was just like, the tits on you. I mean, like, I literally was just like, I was like, what do you guys think the secret to your relationship is? And there was some fucking, and I was like, it's probably these big ass titties. Jesus Christ. Like, it was crazy. And the people in the front who could see them laughed, but the rest of the crowd didn't. So I was like, I know that you guys can't see them. Imagine the biggest tits you've ever seen. Bigger.
Yeah.
And they're white. Bombed. Like, it was crazy. And then I was just like, I won't address it. And then I told JR, I was like, don't address the tits. And then at some point in his set, he addressed the tits. And it did okay because he kind of had that headliner privilege of being able to do it. But she ended up tying his shoe on stage, actually.
Ooh,
and then he said
her
something
tits.
about it.
With
Yeah.
her tits,
Yeah, with her Yeah.
Is there anything more annoying than like an obese woman who talks about how big her tits are?
I've never encountered that.
Are
to
there
be
more?
honest.
Are there more annoying things? Yes.
I don't
Is
know.
that
Shit bothers
racism?
me.
Way more annoying.
What?
I'm trying to think of another thing
That's more annoying.
that's
than,
more annoying than an obese woman talking about her big tits.
Have you ever been in public and somebody's FaceTiming near you?
Ooh.
Is that more annoying?
Sometimes also an obese woman.
I've
Oftentimes an obese woman.
Oftentimes an obese
I've
woman.
never
I'm
encountered.
gonna say this: the obese are not very cordial.
No, it is a weird thing because a lot of,
They all
not to
smell like
fat
shit.
shame, but you guys suck. I mean,
Yeah.
it's no.
You would think you'd be more accommodating to get
But
people to like you.
I find that no,
Fuck you, fat people.
I find that fat men seem to be more like, oh, okay, yeah, they're fine, they're cordial, they're a little insecure. Fat women act like they run this shit. Like, I won't just push them over and then watch them try to get up
But
like
you've
a turtle.
You've never heard like a fat woman who's just like, like pff, my freaking tits, and it's like, you're fat.
I've never
Yeah.
heard that. I've never heard a fat woman
I
go,
like that he's
my freaking tits. No, I haven't.
You know, when fat women are like, oh, my big old titties.
Or like she'll be the fat girl in a friend group, and all of her
rub
friends will
mayo on 'em.
like grab her tits, and be like, big tit Linda over here. It's like Linda has huge tits.
You
because
mean
she's
big
large.
everything, Linda? Linda's
Yeah.
big as fuck.
If
the
Linda
fuck are you
lost
hanging out with?
$1.50, she wouldn't have those fucking tits.
Yeah,
she'd have bat wings at
Yeah,
that
she'd
point.
just have bat wings. So you call them?
Nasty ass extra skin from, because like loose skin. I always feel bad when I see dudes who are like shredded now, but they have that loose skin. Like you
Shouldn't have been fat in the first place.
I know.
Yeah, if
Sucks
that's your
to
fucking
suck,
point.
man.
Actually, you know what? Fuck them, dude.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only people who can complain are when pregnant women complain about stretch marks. But then maybe you shouldn't have been a whore.
Don't get cum in ya.
Yeah.
Getting pregnant is just getting cum in ya.
Yeah, that's like
Get that cum out of ya.
We're kidding.
getting pregnant's basically like getting ketchup on your shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, god damn it, dude.
I got cum in me.
I got a little bit of cum in me.
Got a little cum in me.
It is funny. It
that
is-
would be funny to like just nut inside of a girl and roll up and be like, sorry, I got a little cum in you.
You're gonna want to clean that up. Actually, are you gonna use that or can
Or
I
gee,
take
leave it in there.
Can I get that back? Actually, yeah. What is that? SPF 50?
You guys ever accidentally tasted your own cum? We've talked about this. Never mind. Move
Yeah.
on.
No,
You've
because that's
definitely-
crazy.
I've smelled it.
You've never accidentally came into your own mouth?
No.
We've definitely had this conversation.
Have you tried, as an adult, to suck your own dick?
Yes.
No, as a child I
I mean,
did.
no.
I don't think you're weird for trying.
Oh, I've tried. Not as an adult, I don't think.
I don't think so. Like in the last decade, I don't think I have.
I know I don't have.
I
I'm not
don't
limber
have
enough.
it in me, dude. My
Yeah.
my lower
No.
back will be
I
stiff
just get a
from
cramp.
sitting during this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
There's no way.
If
But
I lost,
boy,
like-
oh boy, if I could.
Nah,
If
dude,
I lost like
5 pounds
No,
and
because
gained
the
like
thing
4
is,
inches.
you think, but your dick goes back
It
as
does.
far as you, because it's
That's
like
the
running away
problem.
from you.
It is.
You're like,
it
get back
knows.
here,
It's like
you
it's
little-
like a turtle going in its shell
It
when you
knows.
cut it.
It's like
Yeah.
no. That's not the mouth. I
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
You
Chill,
know, that's
chill,
my
chill,
own
chill,
mouth.
chill,
Hey,
chill.
get away
Chill,
from
dude.
me.
Get the
You
fuck
just have
away,
like your
dude.
legs behind your head, looking like someone who's like in a conversation trying to find the straw in their drink.
Yeah.
And you just get poked in the eye with it. That would be.
If
that,
it could hit your eye, it'd get your mouth.
That's a good point.
Damn, dude.
So I guess I'm the only one who's tasted my own cum on accident.
I think it'd
Whatever,
be
dude.
sick to have a fucking straw cock, dude.
You
Paper
think so?
straw cock?
Yeah, dude. Just
No, you don't want a paper straw.
I'll bend
dude.
you one, dude. You could just
I'd like a silly
silly straw. Just cock.
It's like I'm gonna come.
You know,
It's a slide. It goes
isn't there an animal that has like a screw penis? Is it ducks?
Yeah.
I feel like pigs too. Am I making that up?
Pigs have curly Q penises.
Can we see a pic of that?
Sure.
Someone
Well,
give
it's
it
gonna
a
be on the
look.
screen right here.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
so-
gonna do that.
No,
This
I
is a
I
pig
wish we had an
penis.
editor who would do that. That would be sick.
Well, okay, so pig penises. What were you saying about them?
I'm just gonna Google.
They don't
pig
taste as good as the rest of the pig.
Yeah.
yeah. Pig
You really
penises
got
are
it.
curly. We're getting a
Well,
clip.
I thought that was a hot dog.
Whoa!
Hey!
Look at that.
Oh,
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
show the camera.
I don't
Yeah, the
think
camera
we
can pick it up.
Can we see it?
Yeah.
Look at that curly QPP.
It's a curly penis. I don't know if you guys can. I don't think they can probably see
Yeah,
it.
you can probably
Imagine
make
if
it out.
that's the
I'm
shape
gonna look
of
up
your.
duck penis now.
Imagine if that was the shape of your penis.
That would
and you'd
suck,
have to
dude.
every time you got with a woman, you'd have to like, or man, you'd have to like explain like, okay. So are you familiar
Whoa,
with silly
dude.
straws?
Dude,
Are they
the
weird?
Ducks are textured.
Yeah.
Textured.
They're not only.
Well, technically, all penises are textured.
no, I mean, like it's not ribbed. It's like, look, you can see the dots on it.
Wow.
Look at us
Yeah.
all looking
Well,
at
have
cocks.
you seen cat penises? They have like like
They're
a prong.
barbs.
Yeah, they have like
barbs.
they'll like attach. Have you ever watched cats having sex?
Well,
Very funny.
a lot of that's why, in order
They're like,
to.
yeah, not very funny actually. After you
In-
said that,
in
not very funny. Hey,
my-
that's actually what's happening.
Oh.
I've never put
fuck,
that together.
Dude.
I've never put it together. That's what's happening.
That's
Jesus
why,
Christ.
dude. Well, that's why those are like that. Because have you ever seen a duck mate? They like pull at the back of their fucking neck.
Mhm.
It's so that the female can't get away. That's why it's
yeah,
screwed
that's
like
why
that.
a cat's penis is bar. If you ever hear like stray cats at night, like
I hear that actually a
cats-
lot. We got a lot of
yeah.
feral cats in this neighborhood.
that's a you're listening to cat. Listening to
Cat rape. Cat rape.
all right. It's
Why don't we get a
it's
caller in?
all right. It's midnight. No more gay radio. Now it's time
time.
for
You've tuned in.
cat
to
radio.
45 minutes of blood curdling cat screams.
Time for our first caller.
All right. Time for our first caller. Sounds like they're in trouble. Gonna have to try that call again.
Call in if you want to win free tickets to Tabby Cats Getting Live.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cats like you've never seen before.
It's the musical.
Yeah, Cats
It's
the
the
musical.
musical, but they're all just weaponizing their barbed penises. It's just 4 people on stage, like da 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 ba ba ba, and then just 2 people in the back, like.
We're a radio podcast.
We're a radio
riffing.
riffin podcast. Dude.
Welcome back to Radio Riffin.
I
Dude,
don't
that would
mind
actually.
that.
What if?
We
What if
just
the whole
make-
podcast we did this voice?
We could do a segment where we're riffing on some insane radio station like Cat Rape Radio.
Cat rape radio.
To be
Yeah, I
fair,
like
we
it.
don't condone the rape of cats, but
No.
it
Yeah, in
does.
case
Fucking
our
dick out of that
audience
cat,
was-
dude.
It does seem
Quit doing
like
that.
in the animal kingdom, a lot of their procreation is not consensual.
And you
Yeah.
and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals.
Ooh,
Is that what that song's about?
No.
That's just about.
I don't
fucking.
like how many times that word has been said. Now
You
that
and me,
I'm-
baby, ain't nothing but mammals.
So
So,
let's
let's do
do
it
it
like
like-
they do on the
Well-
Discovery Channel. Everything on the Discovery Channel is rape.
Not everything.
No,
I'm
sometimes
sure
it's MythBusters.
Have you seen? Have you seen what some of those
Oh no, they
female?
got a couple episodes where they take that redhead girl.
Okay.
Okay, Jesus.
No.
They're like,
Stop.
myth busted.
Stop.
Can she fight us? Can
Stop.
she fight us off?
Stop. This has gone too far. I don't like it anymore.
What if that?
Oh, fuck,
I
dude.
do like the idea of like edgy Mythbusters where they're like, we put 70 black people in a movie theater. Can they be quiet the whole time? And they're just testing shit out. They're like, welcome to the Daytona 500 racetrack. Every car has an Asian person in it. We're going to test if they crash. Welcome to Mythbusters.
This is a 2-for-1 because we also filled the stands with Bud Light. We're going to record them when they go home. Will they hit their wives or not? Myth confirmed. Every one of them. Yeah.
We've locked Cletus and his sister in the same trailer.
All right.
Will they fuck?
Okay. All right. Enough.
Have you seen?
No. Not enough.
I liked that. That was fun.
Mythbusters. Dude, Mythbusters, but testing out crazy shit is very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like vile shit.
Did you have more of a thought, or was that
No,
it?
I was just kind of enjoying that previous riff.
I like
Just Mythbusters being like, is crack addicting? Let's test it out.
By
We
the-
grabbed 7 children.
By the end, they're like, give us $25 and we'll tell you.
Mythbusters for crack. Mythbusters with...
Dude. Okay.
Sandy Hook didn't happen. All right, this week's episode of Triple F is brought to you by FieldSeats.com. Field Seats is an e-commerce website where they review firearms. So the deal with Field Seats is you pay for the review. There's different scales. Some start at 25, some go up to 60. They review guns, and then at the end, you get the opportunity. It's about 1 in 35 to win the gun that they're reviewing. You could get a free firearm for watching this review. So make sure you check that out. That's fieldseats.com. Use the promo code FFF. You'll receive 10% off of the review that you're purchasing. Again, that is fieldseats.com. Promo code FFF.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, what's more American than winning a fucking firearm, bro?
Support the boys. They're a veteran-owned company.
Veteran-owned company. You could win a Glock. You could win a Galil.
A Galil, dude. The Call of Duty weapon you
If
can
you've
win.
ever played Call of Duty, it could be real life. I mean, you don't have to go to war, but you could be ready for it. And all you have to do is go to fieldseats.com and use the promo code FFF.
Are you ready for the impending Civil War? If not, go to fieldseats.com, use promo code FFF, and get 10% off the safety of your family.
This is for beers, apparently.
Good thing to have in a soda
Should I
house.
shotgun a Pepsi?
Yeah, dude. Shotgun a Pepsi.
Nah, I'm having a good night. I don't want to ruin it by getting sick.
Sick
This
as
is-
fuck.
This is kind of sick. Right
You
now.
know.
Yeah, if you get sick off of a cherry Pepsi.
2 Pepsis? Dude, if I shotgun a Pepsi right after I just drank one, I
Yeah.
usually don't drink soda.
I'm not a
you
soda
finished.
drinker.
I thought you meant the one you already had. Never
No,
mind. Okay.
I would. If it was the only one that I was going to consume today, I would, but I can't.
I remember people used to make fun of me growing up because I didn't drink soda, and now they're all fat as fuck. So fuck you, pussies, dude.
Okay.
I remember in 3rd grade, I drank so much.
I just make aggressive. Fuck you.
Okay.
I drank so much Welch's grape soda that I threw up purple while playing football on the PE field.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
dude.
pretty cool.
Dude,
That was pretty tight.
I used
the
to throw up a
PE
lot.
field used to be fucking sick. Like
Mhm.
we used to have we had the goal. So we had the goals for soccer or whatever, and then long way there'd be football. We would play football this way, and then there would always be a ongoing game of soccer. Who were the pussies?
The
and
gay
then
kids, yeah.
and then the fucking fellas were throwing the pigskin around long way. So we'd meet in the intersection of hell, dude, and we would just smoke the fucking soccer players. And then we'd break out the parachute. Why did every school do that? The big parachute.
You don't get under it.
And you get under
and
it.
that was like the day where all the nerds were like happy. I was like, this sucks. We
You
usually
don't think
play
it was
like
fun
basketball.
to do the parachute up and go, and then we all sit underneath it
over
and,
dodgeball.
and then see how long it stays up?
Also,
No,
why
dodgeball was
why
cool.
did like dodgeball and kickball? Why can't I just go play that?
You can. You have to join an intramural. That's how normal adults have hobbies who don't do stand-up comedy. They do like intramural leagues where they play like kickball and dodgeball.
I feel like
and
everybody who
softball.
joins that is a goof.
Yeah,
Dude,
that'd be crazy to seek that out.
I would fucking love
It would be
to
sick.
play softball or kickball with like the boys.
Mhm.
I just feel like maybe I over like romanticize my athletic ability. I feel like I'd be hitting bombs on a softball field, dude.
Soft. Have you ever done like
Slow
soft
pitch
Yeah, I was
softball,
gonna say
you
slow
out of your
pitch.
fucking
yeah.
mind, dude. I'm Barry Bonds in these
Yeah.
motherfuckers, dude. I'm on performance enhancing drugs.
It is. Yeah, dude. It is funny. I have a friend who takes steroids.
Let's
who-
do
Let's
do steroids.
Let's blast test and join an intramural softball league.
What would the
That's
team
such a
name be?
sick idea.
The team name?
Yeah, we're doing Triple F. We got to do something better than that.
No, we're not the triple F.
Softballs, hard cocks.
Softballs,
hard cocks.
Yeah.
The whole team is just us
Boners.
because we don't need 6 other
We
people
take
on the field because
Viagra
we're
in
all
those baseball pants.
yeah,
We're all
we're
so
all
sick.
on Viagra and D-ball. We're just fucking ripped and fast
Dude,
as hell.
Our blood pressure is insane.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about if the bases are loaded because they're never gonna be loaded.
Yeah,
dude.
we're just
always cranking.
we're
them
just
out.
hitting fucking dingers over the fence like it's not even fun.
Just crushing accountants.
yeah,
just
exactly.
getting into fights after every game, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Just fucking people up who are just trying to have a good time. No, it's not a good time. I'm here for competition and domination.
We don't have snack moms. We have like who's putting the needle in our ass this week.
Yeah.
Dude, my mom was so bad at being snack mom. It was crazy.
When they'd bring that they were in charge of.
What would she bring?
She wouldn't bring anything.
She'd
She'd
forget.
never remember. There was one time I remember being in the dugout of Little League, and my mom came to like the dugout. It was like towards the end of the game, and there was a McDonald's on like the corner of like where the fields were, and she was like, "Hey, you haven't eaten dinner, right?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "I'm gonna go to McDonald's and get you food." I was like, "Okay." And then the game ended, and she wasn't back yet. And my coach was like, "Oh, looks like Jeff's mom is snack mom this week. Where is your mom? I know I saw her earlier." And I made the mistake of going, "Oh, she ran to McDonald's." And all the kids were like, "Whoa! Yes!" And then and then my mom came back with just a bag for me.
Dude, it's for my special boy.
It always sucked when the poor kid was the poor kid's family was snack family that week.
They brought like those orange peanut butter crackers.
Yeah, dude,
It's like,
the
your
worst
mom
one.
sucks.
Yeah, dude, fuck you. Timmy's mom brought fruit by the foot last week.
Yeah, your mom sucked. Tell her to quit her job at the VA.
So weird.
Did you guys do Big League Chew growing up? With
Oh,
the,
yeah.
you get
I'll
the-
still
I
grab
love
a
Big League
fucking
Chew,
bench of Big
dude.
League Chew.
I haven't had I had Big League Chew. I found it at Five Below, and that was the only place I can find it. And I'll go there for
Now,
Big League Chew.
Academy or like Dick's, they don't have Academy out here. Like Dick's will have it. Like sporting places will have it. Now, did you guys ever grow up and actually just chew Red Man like an adult?
I tried
I don't
it.
know what Red Man is.
Red Man is it's
the
what Big
actual-
League is.
Yeah, it's modeled
it's
after.
chewing tobacco.
Yeah, I know it's modeled after True Tobacco.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Red Man is a brand of chewing tobacco.
I have floated this idea, and you won't join me, but I want to get back into dipping.
See, I can't. I don't think I can do it,
The
man.
way you just said it was so.
I
You
don't
just said that
think
with
I
a southern
can,
accent.
baby.
You're like, I can't do
I'll get
that.
back
I
into
can't
dipping.
do it. No,
Can't do it.
I dipped for a really long time, man. I don't.
It's fun.
I'm addicted to vaping now, which is so lame. It's so lame because I was like not addicted to nicotine at all.
You're not addicted to anything for a while.
No.
Do you okay? So as an addict, do you consider yourself still addicted to things though? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're not
Sure.
actively addicted. So are you you're an addict, but are you addicted?
No.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm addicted to sweet treats.
In kisses.
I consider myself an addict. I think I will always be an addict.
Right.
And like the reason I say that is because it's not like my personal experience and belief is like I'm not just going to be able to start using drugs and drinking successfully.
Yeah.
So I still am an addict. I don't think I'm addicted though. Like you
well,
can
you're
be
a
addicted to-
full-blown perverted sex addict.
Yeah, I mean aside from my gimp that I keep in the closet and his leather suit.
We gotta feed him.
Yeah, we gotta. It's about time. You know what? He can go another
Gets a
hour
couple
or so.
carrots.
He's fine.
But besides that and all the deviant things that I do sexually on the rooftop of bars and restaurants on Palm Beach Island for money, I don't consider myself an addict. No.
No, that's interesting. I always
Yeah.
wonder that terminology always.
No, but on a real note,
Xbox.
on a real note, I mean, of course I can be like I would think that I'm addicted to comedy. I'm not addicted to anything that like a normal person who's not an alcoholic or addict wouldn't be addicted to.
Right,
Like-
right.
Like I hit a vape a couple times a day. Jeff isn't an addict. He hits that thing like a fucking like a choo-choo train.
Mm-hmm.
Choo-choo. And then the like
'Cause he's gay.
Like comedy. What does that have anything to do with it? If we're gonna use that word derogatorily, which might not be a word, at least use it in a good way.
Yeah.
you're
What's he-
sucking on that
What's
thing.
he sucking a fucking?
All right, enough. I'm talking about my addiction.
You're just comparing it to comedy.
Take it serious. I haven't even said comedy yet, have I?
Like 4 times, man. Yeah. Yeah, a couple times.
There are definitely still fucking holes in my brain, though. That's for sure. For taking Xanax.
Hell yeah.
Do you get zaps ever?
Could I fit my
No.
penis in those holes?
Maybe, dude.
Okay,
I could bust my skull
what
open
is-
now. I'd have
what-
to bust your nut. What is what?
Now I feel like the momentum's fucking gone, dude. There's
What
some
is what?
Well, it's fucking stupid.
Just
dude.
ask me a fucking
All right,
question.
man, dude. Fine, dude. If you fucking
This is worse. You understand that, right?
what when you went through detoxing, like
Yeah,
you detoxed
multiple times.
what is that? Because aren't you addicted to the point where it's like
A physical withdrawal.
right? Yes.
Yeah,
So what's
100%.
withdrawing like?
It's like having the flu, kind of. It's like it depends though. Like when I detoxing from Xanax is kind of dangerous because you can have seizures. I didn't, but like similar to like we were talking about earlier when you detox from antidepressants where you get like brain zaps. I wouldn't get like zaps. It would be like that. It would be like a weird it would be that feeling extended. The best way I can describe it, and it's hard to say this because I've never had one, was feeling like I'm about to have a seizure for like a while. But
The
heroin,
little kid on that documentary who was addicted to heroin described not having heroin and going through withdrawals as ice water hitting his brain.
For heroin, it's more like it's more of like a physical, like you get nauseous, you like get the shits, you get hot, cold sweats and stuff like that. And the hardest part about it is that you know that literally doing heroin will take all of that away. It's like night and day. It's like imagine the worst cold or flu you've had, knowing that you could just take one pill and you would be 100% better almost immediately. That's, I think, the hard part for most people of like getting through detox is like knowing, like when you're sick, you're sick.
Yeah.
You're like, you can take meds that make it a little bit better or whatever. You can take antibiotics and over a couple days, it'll be fine. With heroin withdrawal or opiate withdrawal, just in general, you could immediately be better.
I'm staring at your thigh meat, buddy. God damn, boy. That boy thick, huh?
I am thick.
That boy thick. You're not hairy.
No, I'm not.
You are pale in your. That's your natural skin tone. And I was
You
gonna say,
bitch ass motherfucker! Do not come to me talking about being
look
pale.
how naturally pale you are.
We had to adjust the light. This, I guarantee you, in the right light. This
That
first
shines. That's bronze.
First off, you can't. What is being naturally pale or not pale?
I'm just saying you're naturally pale.
Because this is me in the sun, but that's natural. That's my skin and the sun, which are both things in nature.
I don't know if I would call that fucking natural.
What? Which part of it's not natural? Also, thanks for just letting me go on a rant about detoxing and then neither of you addressing any of the things that I said.
He derailed it.
You moved a couple times and your thighs jiggled and I was like,
Yeah, I got a lot of hand
I got
down
the,
here,
to be
dude.
honest, I got what I needed. I learned stuff.
honestly, I'm a fan of big butts, but I'm also a fan of thighs. I don't know which one of you two I'd take down.
Go gay. Heaven forbid I talk about my goddamn life on this podcast.
Hey, I'm being serious. I'm
I
equally
didn't-
attracted to
I
both
didn't
of you.
interrupt it.
No,
That
well,
was-
neither of you interrupted. That was almost worse. That you guys just let me talk for that long, and then Jeff was just like, it's like what I've imagined it's like to be a woman in an office. I was just like, I have this really good
we
idea
don't
about
listen
the
to that.
project.
Yeah.
So basically, here I made a PowerPoint, and then I put it on, and then at the end of the project, you guys were like, is that a new skirt, Jacqueline? Like, that's what it felt like. I was like, so detoxing is really tough. You know, I went through it multiple times. This is what it feels like. And then I'm done. He's like, I'm just looking at your thighs, dude. I'm
How
like,
sick
God
would it be
damn
to be like a
bro.
Mad Men character in 2020? Just like, because I've worked
Just
in
be
offices
canceled
where
immediately?
there's just like women in the office. It's normal as fuck, obviously.
Yeah, like,
But
you're
it's
like,
very funny.
I've been in offices where women were there.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely bring the
Whoa.
mood down a lot, but you can't say shit. But like, it would be very funny. Just
This episode's fucking
have a-
crazy, dude.
Just have a glass of scotch and be like, "That's a cute idea, Toots, but we're not gonna do anything about it." Yeah,
Yeah.
I like your idea. Look at her with her ideas. Look at her going.
I
We don't
tried-
pay you for ideas, sweetheart. How's the coffee going?
I tried to watch Mad Men.
It's not good.
It's bad.
It's
It's
not-
a bad show.
It's not good.
It's literally about a guy who works in a marketing firm.
Yeah,
That's it.
and he fucks a lot.
And he fucks people who aren't his wife a lot.
Is it
And
what's Ham?
John Hamm,
Yeah,
who's
he's handsome.
a handsome guy, great actor. But people talk about that show like it's like it's
they
Breaking
put it
Bad.
up there with like Sopranos and Breaking Bad.
Insane.
It's like,
And
it's
there's not. I watched one season in its entirety, basically with my roommate. There was no dramatic, really plot to it all. I mean, it didn't seem like there was
a bad
anything
show.
going on.
It's just him being sick as fuck.
Yeah,
he's
it's
just fucking girls being hot.
It's just him being
That's
like,
literally the show.
It's
They're
just him being like a toxic male in the 60s.
Anytime they can't figure out like how to market a product, he's like, I've got an idea. And then he like blows everybody's mind. And then he's like, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got to go get drunk and get pussy. And then he does that. And then
Smoke
it's just the
Lucky
same
Strikes.
thing. I smoke. Look, that's your angle. Lucky Strikes. The other guys have carcinogens. Yours is rolled smooth. And they're like, this guy's a
Like,
genius.
whoa.
Like, this guy's a
Fuck,
fucking
man.
idiot.
Yeah.
That's what my grandpa did. He was a madman. He was a mad
Is that
man.
a term?
Madison Avenue, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
I didn't know that's why they called it that either.
He had an office on Madison Avenue. My grandfather was one of the people who made Aunt Jemima.
Oh, yeah. you
Yeah,
did
we
tell
talked
us
about that a little bit.
You
I'm
told
actually
us
going to go
that. I
ahead and
think you
slide
told
out
us
of this
that.
frame quick
Yeah.
so we can sit in that one on it.
He was
That's
like,
okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with Aunt Jemima.
yeah.
That's
You
in
should have seen the film commercials, though. She was like, oh, baby, these pancakes is good. And they were like, we can't air this.
Yeah.
is that a
I feel like there were some where she was alive. Oh, no, that's Miss Buttersworth.
that's Miss Buttersworth.
Yeah,
who's-
Miss Buttersworth's not a real person.
yeah.
By the way,
She's a bottle.
Yeah.
thick as hell too.
Oops. Yeah, thick as hell. Yeah.
On
Oh,
some-
yeah.
So wait, okay, what was it? Madison Avenue? Is
Mhm.
that New York City?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm fucking learning, dude. This is
Good
a learning
guess.
podcast.
Welcome to
now.
social studies.
This is this is
Yeah.
a learning podcast now.
I told a woman last night because I was asking like this like European woman where she was from, and she was like the Ukraine, and I was like, maybe stop drinking with these people and call your family. This might be the last time chance you get. And then this other like drunk woman was like, I'm from Poland, and I was like, I don't care, and that got like a huge pop because I was just like, this is America. We don't give a shit where you're from,
Dude,
No one
America
cares.
America is kind of sick because it is like
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
She kept like trying to be like, do you know anything about Poland? Because like this one, eventually she was like, I'm Polish, and I was like, well, I'm German, so give me your car, is what I told her. But she just like kept asking me things about Poland. I was like, look, I went to American public school. I don't know shit about other countries. That's the beauty of being American. I have the internet. I could learn about Poland if I want to. You don't matter.
Yeah,
we don't
dude.
care.
No, dude.
I don't know who the president of Poland is. I could easily find out. I don't want to.
We don't give a shit.
I don't want to. You're not important, Poland.
It's also weird to think that the way that we get taught history
Is
is
our history.
it's our history because there's like
It's
Yeah.
our history, and it's not all of it.
no, dude. it's
That's for
very
sure.
much so
Yeah.
not all of it.
It's very,
But it's-
very picked and prodded
it's cr-
through.
it's
of
crazy
like,
that, like-
this sounds cool. It's like this. We could shake some stuff out and make this good too. But it's not the truth
Like
for
when
sure.
when you go to like if you grew up in France, your understanding of the world is so different than America because you're a fucking pussy, dude.
Yeah, you're Parisian or French. You're gay.
It is odd that just being Persian or French doesn't make you gay.
Doesn't make you straight either.
USA! Field seats.
.com.
Fieldseats.com. I forgot what I was even saying. that derailed me.
You know
I'm
who
not
was
gonna
in
lie.
Paris?
Huh?
You know who was in
Hey,
Paris?
who was in Paris? And it is weird that like we only teach our history, but like other places know about America. I wonder sometimes. I'm like, is it because we are truly the most like
Yes.
prominent country in
Yeah.
the world, or
Yep.
are we just so ignorant that we don't learn about other
I
countries?
think it's, well, I also think
It's both.
If you
I
think,
think it's both,
it's
right?
both, and it's also like if you live in you're in Europe, the size of a country is the size of our state. So it's like
in some places,
you get,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
we have a whole lot to learn about versus your
Well,
fucking shitty
I mean,
Belgium.
like
Like what? dude?
France and like
Waffles,
Germany,
bro.
they've been countries. Like Italy has been a country for like way longer than America. Like they have longer history than we do.
Yeah.
Like, we go back to like the Pilgrims. They go back to like
The Protestants.
right after Jesus.
Yeah.
And
Italians?
we're still, yeah, the Roman Empire, baby.
What? Oh,
The fall of the
yeah.
Roman Empire gave birth to.
Do you
Italy.
guys know where the Caesar salad was created?
Montana.
Guess.
America. Yeah, that's.
Mexico.
Whoa. No, it's
yeah. Swear to
They're
God.
always up to something deep.
I promise you that this is true.
No, because the last time.
No. After I've Googled this already. I saw it on Facebook and then I saw it on TikTok and I thought, all right, I got to Google this now. Yeah, it was created by a guy whose last name was Caesar. So now it's called the Caesar salad. Where is Caesar salad from?
While you're in there, order a Caesar salad. I'm quite hungry.
What is a Caesar salad?
Tijuana, Mexico.
You don't know what a Caesar salad is?
Wait.
Yeah, no, I do. Dude.
No,
Do you just eat corn dogs?
No, I'm serious. No, wait, but for real though.
No, I don't know what a Caesar. What is the difference? I guess truly
Then what?
a normal
Then
salad.
What is a normal? Wait,
What
wait,
is a
wait.
normal salad?
What's a normal salad?
Like
do
a
you
house salad, a Greek salad?
I eat Greek salad. That's what I have for salad. That's what's introduced to me. It's just lettuce.
Greek
like-
dressing.
Yeah, well, it's like we do lettuce. We don't do like dressing. Well, I guess we do like balsamic vinegar.
We're on food again.
I don't
Yeah.
care. I want to know why he doesn't know. How can you almost be 30 and not know what a fucking Caesar
I'm
salad
almost
is?
30.
Pretty
dude. I'm
wild.
almost
You're
20.
27.
I'm almost.
That's
fucking-
almost 30.
I'm almost 25.
So keep going. So
Okay, lettuce, onion, tomato,
olive.
spinach sometimes. Now, well, we do put olives.
Describe
in it
what you
once
think
in
a Caesar salad is.
Yeah, give us your best guess at a Caesar salad.
Well, the way you're talking, it's probably like a crouton with
Okay.
lettuce
Uh-huh.
and like ranch.
No.
No, it's with Caesar dressing.
I don't even know what Caesar dressing is.
Have you not ever had a Caesar
I
salad?
don't think so.
This
dude.
is fucking crazy to me,
I don't
dude.
think I've had
This
a
would
Caesar
be
salad.
this is on the level for me of like not knowing what makes up a hot dog. Am I not? I don't think I'm that far
Yeah, this
off,
is
right?
blowing my mind.
This
You
is
don't know what a
crazy,
Caesar
bro.
salad is?
This is insane. A Caesar salad is
I have
first
no
off,
idea.
It's like the most baseline salad
it's
there
salad,
is.
Caesar dressing, Parmesan, and croutons is like the basics
So
of
it's
it.
it's literally just like lettuce with
Wh-
croutons.
It's what I just said.
It's yeah.
But you
I'm
said what's that?
frustrated
Say
with
it. You
you.
said basic.
It's
Romaine.
salad. It's romaine.
Okay.
It's fucking Caesar dressing, Parmesan, and croutons.
What is
maybe
Caesar
some
dressing?
cracked black pepper? Well, see, that's where. So there's a lot of different ways. The original way to make it involves like
anchovies.
anchovies and
Oh.
olive oil. It sounds crazy.
It's good.
I've had it. You would like. I guarantee you. I know how weird you are with food and how basic you like shit. If you had just a normal Caesar salad at Texas Roadhouse, you would think it was good.
Yeah.
But the original way is like it's like Parmesan and egg yolk, olive oil, and they crush anchovies. It's a whole thing.
I
But
like the idea of taking Josh to like an Applebee's and just we order for him and just the waiter keeps dropping off plates and Josh is like, "What is this?" And they're like, "That's chicken fingers."
What's this one? That's the Caesar salad. Ooh, this is in this crunchy thing. It's like that is a crouton.
You know,
it's
it's
like,
bec-
it
And
looks
what
like
is
bread.
this? These are Southwest egg rolls.
Yeah.
Ooh, so ethnic.
The Southwest.
It's because my parents, we didn't go out to eat like ever.
Also, I mean, where do you guys have to eat in your
We
hometown?
do
I mean,
have-
like do you
there's
guys don't?
There's
I
some
mean, you guys have places that serve Caesar salads.
Of course, yeah. We have like restaurants. It's just my parents were always like if we had like an event, like let's say it's my birthday, we wouldn't like go out to eat. We would get like nice steaks and grill that, and then like
I
have
respect
like
that.
we'd have like a
I like
nice. That's what we would do. We wouldn't go out and be like, "It's your birthday. Let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings so Dad can get drunk and talk to the waitresses a little too much." Like that's not what we would do. We would.
I think that's more what it was. It wasn't like a financial thing. It wasn't like a family thing. It was just like we don't want to take Dad out of the house too much.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's probably what it
Yeah.
was.
No, that's you can't take. My dad's one of those guys you can't take him anywhere because he'll wander. He's a wanderer, so he'll wander off and then he'll just start a conversation with a stranger, and
Yeah.
then next thing you know, he's fucking smoking and joking, like literally being like, "Do you want to come with me to this bar?" And it's like, Jesus Christ, you know, he would get killed by
Come back to the
fucking-
table like,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, dude, Jeffrey
Dahmer would get your dad.
Dude, Jeffrey Dahmer
He'd be
would
like, "You
convince
wanna-
my
you
dad would be
wanna-
like, couple photos?
Yeah, he's like, "You want to come back to my place, drink some brewskis?"
Dude, my
Have a
dad
good
might
time?
be Jeffrey Dahmer.
And your dad would be like, "Hell yeah, that's a nice little northern accent you got on you
My
too.
dad-
How about that?"
Yeah, my dad would be like, "You serve in the military." I
Yeah.
didn't know that he was. I didn't know that Jeffrey Dahmer was in the army and he's a medic.
Yeah.
which is weird. Well, weird contradiction to be a medic in the army and then be like, "I want to eat people."
Yeah. He also got kicked out.
Yeah.
so-
Also, actually, kind of a good idea if you want to be.
for being gay?
No. I don't think so.
Why did he get kicked out?
They didn't really
They didn't-
elaborate
yeah.
too much on it. I think he was
If-
just bad at it.
But if you are gonna be a person that wants to eat somebody, I guess a medic makes sense because you could be like, oh, he's dead, and then leave his body with me, and then just fucking nibble. What?
I had chicken liver the other day. It was bad.
It is very funny that they were just like, don't be gay in the military. Just like, why? For what?
Yeah, no shit. What the fuck did that affect?
Why? Like, we need, like, they would just be like, you know, that like Uncle Sam poster where he's like, we need you, and then it's like, but not you. Not you, though.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen the
With
the
it's
Uncle
Uncle Sam. I know Uncle Sam, but what if I was just like, what's that?
Wait, are you telling me on top of Caesar salad, you've never seen the Uncle Sam poster of him pointing
No.
and it's like, we need you?
I have, yeah, but the not you thing. It was
Well,
that.
That was me being a joke.
That was-
Oh, I
that
thought it
was-
was serious. Well, I
That
mean,
was Jeff Dolezal, comedian,
Yeah.
making a ha-ha on a
Hi, I'm
thought
Jeff
podcast.
Dolezal. I'm a comedian.
oh, you are.
Yeah.
He
Hella
likes
joke.
Caesar salad.
It's hella fucking joke. Last night a
Do you-
comic. Oh, sorry.
No.
Last night a comic was on stage that we're very good friends with, and
It was Danny Fallon.
Yeah, and he was this guy. I don't remember what he said to the guy. What did he say to the guy? And
he was like, what is going on here? And the guy was like, I'm looking for an opportunity to leave.
in the middle of his set.
If you want to know if any of you have watched because you think that comedy is cool or whatever, you like comedians and you like when we talk about comedy, if you want to know who we perform to more often than not, it's that guy. It's that guy who just doesn't have the balls to say it.
he just
Of being like, well, what are you here for? Or like, what's going on here?
why are you? Yeah.
I'm just waiting to leave.
I
I came
wanna
in
go.
here because this was a barbecue restaurant that's pretty close to my house. I've come on Tuesdays. I've come on Fridays. I didn't know that comedy happened here on Monday.
This is
And
at
then
Brews.
I felt stuck here. Oh, sorry. This is not at the barbecue place. This is at the
a
wing
bar.
place. This is at the chicken wing joint.
Yep.
He had no idea. He felt stuck. And then he wanted to leave, but he felt bad because he was probably an empath. He's probably a good guy.
No. He said it like, I want to leave.
Dude, he
like,
was sitting there like this.
Yeah.
During everybody's set, just
everybody
fucking
said. And then
Never
Danny's like,
mind.
what's going on?
Fuck this guy.
absolute
this guy was a
bulldog face,
Fucking
dude. Just
cornball.
fuck.
But he was like, and he's like, what is this? What's happening? And the guy's like, I'm looking to leave. Which Danny's a very nice person, so he was just like, oh, but like in that moment, you just go leave.
Yeah, you
Just
go
get
get
up
the
and-
fuck out.
It sucks because the crowd laughed really hard at it because it was very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But you can't.
That
There's not a
play.
good comeback other than then leave. Because even if you say then leave, that's still not gonna get the same pop of him being like this.
No,
sucks.
you be goofy with it, but you're like, you're not. No one's holding you here
Yeah,
against your
yeah.
will.
I would
Well,
tell him to
go.
leave.
That's
I,
what
I would be
happens-
like, oh, go.
dude. Okay, if there's somebody that's 5
Go
foot,
clean over her head.
if somebody's 5 foot and they're breaking into my house, I'll just fight them. At
What
that
if,
point,
what if they have a gun?
I have a fucking backup gun on me at all
But-
times.
What if they shoot? What?
The backup gun.
Josh
I have
has a gun
backup
in his
backup.
butthole at all times.
Do you guys ever like during this podcast start to feel like we're at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I felt like that for 20 minutes.
I have no idea when
I
we started.
routinely
I
throughout-
have no idea how long we've been doing this podcast.
I routinely throughout, I'm like, is this good? Is this?
I'm-
is
no,
I'm
but
anyone
this
gonna-
was
listening to this?
weird.
I'm gonna be honest. For the last like 5 minutes, I've just been thinking about how I talked about women a couple minutes ago and feeling badly.
Stop doing that.
No, because I just like to think about like an outside perspective of just me being one frame, white guy, you guys being above me, two other white guys, and me just being like, you know what's wrong with women?
And
the
being
way
right,
they
by the
make
way.
friends.
Yeah, and being 100% on point.
I didn't say it.
And
these
spitting nothing
guys
but
said
facts in them bars.
facts. I think we're probably
This
in
is
an
probably
We're probably at an hour.
all right, guys. Fuck,
Hey,
dude.
if you're listening, are we at an hour?
We're sorry.
If we're north of an hour right now, and you made it this far,
Jesus Christ.
what is wrong with you?
Yeah.